happier, more successful person by managing problems effectively. Coming up with good solutions to tough problems is an important skill, but there's more to handling problems than solving them, and that's what this video is all about. If you could eliminate or reduce problems, think of how much better off you'd be. Fewer headaches, fewer distractions, more free time. To do that, you need to be proactive about problems. Every time you prevent or reduce a problem, your future becomes much easier to manage. There are 3 primary steps in this process. Step 1 is anticipate. Before you embark on any project, before you begin an assignment, before you start your day, always take a few moments to consider what could possibly go wrong. Setbacks happen. Problems crop up. It's unrealistic to assume you won't hit some choppy seas. The good news is that you'll handle these situations much more effectively because you're able to see them coming. For example, there could be a traffic jam on the way to a meeting tomorrow morning. Or you might have trouble finding that meeting if you've never been there before. That tire that keeps losing air might choose tomorrow to go completely flat. As part of your anticipation, make sure you consider problems you've encountered in the past. Might they reoccur? And what did you learn from them? Also, what delays can you anticipate? What points of congestion do you see in your schedule? Every problem that you can anticipate is easier to handle than if it took you by surprise. The more possible problems you consider, the less likely you are to be thrown. Successful people often have the bases covered before they even begin. Step 2 in your proactive approach to problems is prevent. Once you have an idea of what could go wrong from your anticipation, carry that thought through to the next level. What can you do to prevent the problem from happening? You might leave 15 minutes early if you think traffic will be a problem. You could double-check your directions, check the internet, or use GPS if you're heading to a new location. You might bring a tire pump with you, or better yet, you can get that leaky tire fixed today. In the course of your day, you may get a sense that a problem is brewing. You hear a radio report about an accident, or you notice someone who seems to be getting a little frustrated. Your best approach is to take steps to ensure that a problem doesn't erupt. Seek an alternate route if that accident is on your intended route. Speak to the frustrated person and learn his concerns before he gets to the boiling point. Preemptive action, stepping in before a little trouble turns into a nightmare, eliminates many headaches. Most problems are much easier to handle in their early stages. Some problems aren't foreseeable. They appear suddenly as a complete surprise. Flexibility and resourcefulness are key attributes that will help you handle these surprises. But many problems are foreseeable. For these, you should cook up a prevention plan. Step 3 is prepare. Sometimes, even if you've seen the problem coming, you can't fully escape it. If that's the case, decide right now what the best course of action will be when the anticipated difficulty arises. Can you tackle the problem at an early stage when it might be easier to handle? Can you have some tools or resources ready? Can you adjust your schedule to better accommodate the difficulty? Can you have some helpers ready to assist you when you need them? The more ideas and resources you can line up ahead of time, the less you'll be impacted by the problems you encounter. If you do nothing else with this anticipate, prevent, prepare concept, please follow this one bit of advice. Always plan tomorrow, today. It's very simple, but extremely important. Don't leave work today until you've made a plan for your workday tomorrow. Don't go to bed tonight until you've figured out how you're going to tackle tomorrow. A few minutes of planning can significantly increase your output. Apply the anticipate, prevent, prepare model. Each morning as you start your day, take another quick look at your schedule and identify the places where you might encounter problems. Adjust your schedule to reduce the chance of these problems occurring. Take steps to head them off and be ready when they do crop up. Here's a quick assignment for you. Right now, think about your day tomorrow. Identify one place in your schedule where a problem might arise. What problem is most likely to occur, and what can you do right now to eliminate or reduce the impact of that problem? Always be thinking ahead. Take steps to reduce the number of problems you'll face. You'll have much more time to use your mental energy on useful, interesting issues. Remember, it's much easier to prevent problems than it is to fix them. It's much easier to make friends than it is to convert enemies, and it's much easier to do the right thing than it is to undo the wrong thing. Anticipate, prevent, prepare. Thanks for listening. I'm Steve Kinnal.